Hello friend, welcome back to my channel Take W3 Way. This is Vijay Kumar. In this lesson, we will be see another one Apex trigger scenario in Salesforce. The trigger scenario is write a trigger on custom object to update the last modified date in the parent object when the record is updated or inserted in Salesforce. So follow these steps to create new Apex trigger file in Salesforce. First, log in with Salesforce developer org, then open developer console and create an Apex trigger file on child object trigger. Child object trigger, that is a custom object. Here we are updating the custom last modified date. Custom last modified date, it is a custom field on the parent object. If child object is updated or inserted in Salesforce, we will be update last modified date from child object to parent object in Salesforce. Here we are using two custom objects. Child object trigger, that is a child object, and parent object trigger, that is a parent object. So in this scenario, we are using two custom object, child object trigger and parent object trigger. Both are the custom object. And we will be update last modified date from child object to parent object if child object record is inserted or updated in Salesforce. This is a screenshot of child object trigger. This is a child object detail page in Salesforce. This is a one record of the child object trigger. Here it is a parent object trigger. So this record of child object associated with this parent object record. The parent object record is P1029. So this is the child object detail. This child object record associated with this parent object record. This is the last modified date. So whenever I update the record and insert the record of child object, this last modified date we will be update into the parent object that is associated to the child object. This last modified date we will be update associated to the parent object record. In the parent object record, there is a custom field. So this is a screenshot of related list of parent object trigger. This is a parent object record. So whenever update the child record associated of the parent record, in the parent record there is a custom field last modified date. This is a custom field, that is a date and time type field. So we will be update this last modified date of child object record into the last modified date in the parent object. So this scenario we will be achieved through Apex class trigger in Salesforce. So friends, now let me jump to my Salesforce org where we will be see live demo example in the Salesforce. So let's get started. So friends, this is my Salesforce credential org. First, go to the setup, open developer console so that we can write a Apex class trigger in Salesforce. I already opened my developer console. In the developer console, I created a Apex class trigger on child object trigger. So this is the name of the Apex class trigger. This is the object name. Inside the bracket, I am passing the action event of trigger. Before insert, after insert, before update, after update. These are action event of trigger. Inside the trigger, we will be write a business logic. So in this lesson, we will be write a business logic direct inside the trigger. In this lesson, we are not creating handler and helper method. Here we will be teach you how to write Apex class trigger direct inside the trigger. So before write Apex class trigger, let me explain the scenario. This is my Salesforce. So first we will be create two custom object. Go to the setup and go to the object manager. Here I created two custom object. First custom object is child object trigger. Child object trigger. This is the name of the custom object. So I am writing a Apex class trigger into the child object trigger. Go to the field relationship. Here I created a lookup relationship. Child object. This lookup relationship refer to the parent object trigger. So based on this lookup relationship, we will be update from child to parent object. we will be update the last modified date from child object to parent object. And another one object is parent object trigger. So go back and search here parent object. This is a parent object trigger. Inside the parent object trigger, I created a custom last modified date. This one, last modified date. So I will be update last modified date from child to parent object into this field. This field data type is date and time. So in the parent object, I created last modified date and data type will be date and time. Now, let me go to the tab where we will be explain the exact scenario. Go to the app launcher, search child object, child object trigger. This is a child object trigger. The scenario is if I am updating any of the record, suppose that I am opening any of the record and this is a parent object trigger. So this record is associated with this parent object and this is a last modified date. Whenever I am updating this record, the associated parent object, this is a last modified date. So this last modified date will be automatically updated from child. If go back and check last modified date. If I am updating the record of child object, this last modified date we will be update into the parent object that is associated from child object. And in the parent object, there is a last modified date. This is a custom date type field. And here we will be update child object, child record of last modified date into the parent object last modified date. This is a custom field. So this scenario will be achieved from the Apex trigger. So now let me go back on the developer console and here I will write a business logic. So this trigger will be execute whenever record is inserted or record is updated. So first I will be define if trigger is before and trigger is after. If trigger is before, else if trigger is after. Inside the after event, I will be add a context variable. If record is inserted or record is updated. So both are the context variable of the Apex class trigger. So inside the after, I will be add a context variable. If trigger is insert or trigger is update. So here I am mentioning context variable of Apex class trigger. Inside the context variable, I will be write a business logic. So first I will be define map id comma this is a child object trigger. Write the name of the variable of map child obj map equal to new, copy and paste here. So here I created id and child object type map. After that I will be use for loop. Here I will be apply child object trigger c1 colon trigger dot new. Trigger dot new will be returned list of current session of record id. Then here I will be put the value into the map. The map variable is child object map copy dot put bracket. Inside the bracket I will be pass child object lookup field ID and list of child object trigger. So C1 dot lookup. So go to the object and get the lookup field API name. This is object manager. Search object, child object. This is child object trigger. Go to the field and relationship. Here I created child lookup. So this lookup refer to the parent object. Copy the API name and pass here colon comma and here will be passed list of child object C1. Then after for loop I will be write list of parent object SQL query. List of parent object. So get the parent object API name from here. Go to object manager. Search parent object. This is a parent object trigger. Copy the API and pass here. Parent object list equal to square bracket. Here I will be writing SQL query. Select ID, name, and in the parent object there is a custom field last modified date. This is a date time field last modified date where I will be put the value. So pass this field here from parent object trigger where here we will pass ID in column and in the child object map I will be get ID. So here I will be get inside the child object map I am putting the value lookup ID of the parent object. So I will be get the ID from the child object map. Child object map dot key set. Here I am writing a SQL query on parent object. Select ID name. This is a last modified date is a custom field from parent object name where ID in I am getting the lookup ID from the map. After that I will be write a for loop for inside the for loop I am passing the parent object here. Write the variable name p1 colon. Here I am passing the list of the parent object. Inside the for loop I will be update the last modified date of the parent object to the child object last modified field value. So p1 dot last modified date is a custom field of the parent object equal to last modified date value of the child object we will be get from the child object map. This is the child object map dot get. Here I will be find related list of the parent object ID p1 dot ID dot last modified date. Last modified date. This is a standard field of the object that is provided by the Salesforce. Now I will be create another one list of parent object. Parent object item equal to new Copy and paste here, and I will be add updated last modified field value into this list of parent object. Copy dot add and pass here P1. After for loop, I will be check if condition if this parent object item not empty, then we will be update the parent object item value. Copy not parent object item is empty. If not empty and it is greater than 0 dot size greater than 0, then we will be update the parent object item value. Update parent object item. Now I am saving the file. File has been saved successfully. Now let me go to the child object tab where we will be check lab demo scenario. Simply go to the child object from app launcher, search here child object trigger. This is a child object. Open any of the record. Suppose I am opening 1317. This record is associated with this parent object. Now let me edit this file. Before update the record, let me go to the parent object. This is a last modified and already filled up. So I am removing the value. Save. So now parent object 1032. I am duplicating the record. The last modified date is a blank. Now go to the child object. Now I am updating the record of child record. So if I am updating the record, this last modified date value will be automatically updated to the parent object that is associated. This time associated the parent object record P1032. I already opened the next tab. Last modified date, it is a blank field. After update the record, this last modified date value will be automatically updated to the last modified date custom field. Now let me update the record. Record updated successfully. Now let me refresh the record. As you can see, last modified date automatically updated. If you check, last modified date is 21/1/2024 1.46. Here is updated automatically. Let me go another one record of child object. Let me go back. Open another one record of child object. Let me open 1003. This record associated with this parent record 1032. 1032 already open. Now let me open another one record 2390. This is a child object. This child object is associated with the parent object that is a 1029. So open the 1029. Here I am removing the value. Once I am updating the child record, this last modified date value will be automatically updated to the parent record in the last modified date custom field value. Now edit the record and I am saving the record. Now I am updating and save. Record has been updated successfully. Now open this record of associate parent record. Here you can see last modified date automatically updated. This is the last modified date. Now I am refreshing the page. It will be automatically updated from child object last modified date. So friends, now let me create a new record. So go back. This is a child trigger. Let me create a new record of child record. So this is a child record trigger. Let me create one record and select parent object. So before create a record, I am removing the value. Suppose that this is a 1029. Here I am removing the value of the parent object field and go to the child object and create a new record. So I remove the value from 1029. Here I am selecting 1029. This is a parent record and insert one record of child. I inserted one record. This child record associated with this parent record. Now let me open this one. And here you can find last modified date. It is automatically updated from child. So in this lesson, we have learned how to update last modified date value from child to parent object. In the parent object, I created a custom last modified date and updating the last modified date value from child to parent object on the custom field. So friends, try to do from your side in your personal org. If you're getting any kind of issue, please write in comment box. To get more related video of the Salesforce, go to the YouTube, search TechW3 Web, then click here, go to the videos, and here you will be get so many live demo example of video. Here I created real-time scenario based on working on the office. So here you will be get Salesforce Lightning Aura component, Visual Force page, Salesforce LWC, Lightning Flow Builder, and here so many video you will be get that is working in office in live project. If you subscribe my channel, your project working will be very easy. So friends, like, share and subscribe and support my channel. Thank you so much.